So now let's demonstrate using the merge command. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of category data so that I don't mess up existing data. I'm going to create a copy of the category table using a query like this. What does this query do? It selects from the category, it says where row num less than 1. In other words, it'll find the structure of the table with no data. Row num less than 1. Every time you pull a query, such as from here, if I was to put the row num into this query, it will report a row number for every single row I pull. For some reason it doesn't like that. Let's copy this onto the next line. It's getting confused maybe. Or it actually needs specifics on this name. So remember that. Can't do that with asterisk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly the same that is in here in SQL Developer, which is exactly what SQL Developer is probably doing. So, if row num is less than 0, it won't find anything because row num's the first one. So this is simply going to take the category table and generate an empty copy of it. And I need to take the row num pseudo column out, otherwise once again it's going to get confused with row num comma asterisk. So now I have a table called new categories which has structure, columns, table, data types, but no data whatsoever. As you can see, I just clicked the data tab. So let's go and look at the category table and find some data that we are interested in. Any category with a name that has a front slash in it. So now let's go and copy that data, specifically just these rows, into the new category table by using an insert statement with the same query as up there. Find any category with a name that has a front slash somewhere in the string. Run this. 8 rows inserted, and we can actually in here select star from new categories and run this query again, and here we have the same 8 rows that we had above. Let's go and update these new categories and replace the front slash with space and space. So once again we get the data, but now it's got an and in there as opposed to a front slash. So now let's go and insert some categories that are exclusive to the new categories table and not in the old table. So what we're going to end up with is this. If I look at my new categories table, I will find that I have some rows that are in the original category table and some rows that are actually in my new table that I've just added that are not in my old table. So I've got some rows to update and some rows to insert. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to say merge back into the original category table using new categories as the source, linking the category table and the new categories table with their exclusive category IDs. When I find a match between the two tables, I will update. So if I go back and I look at the category table and I try to find these guys, I find these slashes, right? If I look at the new category table, I change them all to and. So look at this one here. I have everything and here. These new things here to do with the Olympics and various Olympic sporting events are not in the original table. So the Olympic sporting event things are going to get inserted, and the original ones that I had the slash changed to an and in the new table are going to get updated. So anything in the category table that has a slash is going to get changed to an and. Pretty simple, right? So go to here, highlight the command and run it. and we're going to commit it as well. And now we're going to look at the category table, and we're going to remove this here, where category ID, let's just do, we're actually looking for where in string and run this thing here. And as you can see, we've updated them all. There's no more slashes in there. And we can also look at these guys and go and look through this data, and if we search for it, we will find the category IDs 201, 2, 3, and 4, Olympics, athletics, swimming, and weightlifting. That's the merge command in action.